silence. Where are we going to college?
I don't know, ask my dad.
Okay.
Maryland.
No.
Okay, well, Sarah, there's a second part, but it's still lost in my car somewhere. The first part is the card box, because Sarah loves to hand out the cards after she decorates them and writes them all out. I don't know what I'm going to do next year. She has to put them in the card box so that she can then pass them out. You're going to inherit that because I don't know what I'm going to do next year and how I'm going to pass out the cards. But there's also another special thing that Sarah gets is this certificate of excellence, because we use Sarah for a very strategic, how do you say, a strategic swim race. I gave her a specific swim strategy because in the Northwest meet, the meet that we wanted to not really crush and dominate our opponents because that would be ill sportsmanship, but we really wanted to win badly. We needed a little bit of rest in between the 500 and the 100 breaststroke, and fortunately for us, backstroke takes that place. And Sarah said, you know what? I can do this. I can give you that break. And I said, are you sure? And she said, yeah. And I actually went at home, went on the computer and researched it, what was the time that she had to beat. And last year, Greg Dykstra with a 1:47 in his 100 backstroke. That's pretty tough to beat. But Sarah, as we'll see on the slideshow, did her best. Or did exactly what we said, and not only gave us the well-needed rest that we needed, but we were able to win the meet, and not only did she get the certificate of excellence, she now has the world pace record of a 2:20. Greg, you just stay there. Unless you want to come on up. Now, do we know yet? No, it's still up in the air yet. Everybody knows what happened at Tacoma Park. It's on the shirts. It was the rumor. All I know is I'm sitting next to Tim. We're standing and someone comes up to me and says, Mr. Leon, Alex is throwing up. Look over and said, because, whenever someone's working hard enough to throw up, either A, they ate something wrong, or B, they're working really hard. I like to think it was B, he was working really hard. And that's a reward for a coach saying, man, you work so hard, you threw up. That's quality, okay? That's dedication right there. So I look over, I see Alex, doing his thing. I said, he's all right. And then I look over again, and he's not all that right. He's going for a second round. And so I called I sent somebody to get the lifeguards, and then I said, all right, we got to move out of this area. Greg's like, we got to move a little bit faster. I'm not feeling too. I'm like, come on, are you kidding me? But I should have learned from history, because this has happened time after time again. This is at least the third instance. And 20 seconds later, someone goes, oh, Mr. Leon, Greg just did it too. I'm like, oh, man. I just looked at the lifeguards, man, this stinks for you guys. And they said, go send him to the bathroom and have him clean himself up. I said, all right, Greg, go to the bathroom, clean yourself up. 2 minutes later, Mr. Leon, what? Greg just threw up all over the bathroom. And when you came out, I said, well, tell me he has to come out and sing the end relay. Came out and he said, what did your mother feed you? So maybe we should blame Mrs. Pfister out there. I don't know. Greg said, oh no, it was some kind of chicken salad. So here you have chunky vegetable soup with the chunks that you left at. And yeah, I know. Oh. And here's some chicken salad. I don't know if it's quite as good as the stuff that your mom gave you, but here you go. Still there. He did it when he was running. He did it after the meet in Albany. There's a reason, actually, the coach of Springbrook is the head of the swimming program, and he told me, he emailed me following me and said, yeah, I don't think we'll be able to have pools at Tacoma Park anymore. Those lifeguards were complaining very much about what happened, so maybe you did us a favor. Way to do it for me. Ursa. Do we know where we're going yet?
You haven't gotten in yet, but yes.
Okay. Let's cross our fingers so we can get around here. Now, this has a dual meaning. Rubber ducky with the princess hat on. Because, A, for some reason she thinks she's a princess. And I always say, well, I want to do this. Well, you should put me in this. Or I want to swim this relay with this people. I'm like, who are you to tell me what I'm doing? Okay? You are not a princess. No. I chose her. Okay? And the other reason I got this, because and it was difficult. You probably gave me the hardest choice when gag gift shopping. And I was like, oh, what can I get? First, I even asked Elizabeth what to get, and she couldn't even come up with anything good. When I saw this, it just reminded me of you. Okay? It looks. Because when you swim, especially when you get a little upset, you just have this look, just like a rubber ducky. So like princess hat, rubber ducky, that's Ursa. So you can have it. Don't have basketball. Next time the rubber ducky, that one's you. Michael. Do we know where we're going yet? Fantastic. You can use this towel for helping you use this car wash mitt. And why the car wash mitt? Because we've heard the story already. And to give my reaction to it, I was sitting down at the beginning of practice one day, and Alan and Michael walk in a little bit late. Alan walks in first and is visibly shaking up. And I said, why are you late and are you okay? She's like, I just got into a car accident. I said, oh my gosh, are you okay? Are you sure? She's like, oh yeah, I'm fine. And Michael hit me. I'm like, big part. Michael Chamberlain hit my car. I'm like, oh, that stinks. Is everything okay? Yeah, she's like that. I wasn't even in like, wait a second, how can you be visibly shaken up and, yada, yada, yada. But all the same, she was in the car. Well, maybe I got my, okay. I apologize. Sometimes I'm wrong. It doesn't happen very often. Okay? Well, anyways, Michael, you're going to have to owe her a car wash or two. So just to help you out, there's a car wash. Yeah, you can take my car too.